I'm going to talk to you about the level 1 speaking and listening exam and how and when you get points. The first thing is with the YouTube videos, we've got the Chinese lady talking about how what she's done since she arrived in Liverpool. And we've also got a role play about broken swings in the playground. If you haven't watched those ones, please watch them, because these are what you need to do. Exactly like the reading test, where you got 3 chances to answer 6 types of questions. In this case, you've got 2 chances to answer most of the criteria and 3 chances to answer one of them. I'm not going to go about what they are exactly, but I am going to give you some tips about what to do to make sure you maximize your chances to pass each one of these and to get at least 1 tick in each box. So here we go. So the speaking and listening exam, how and when you get your points. I think you pretty much know by now how many minutes there are for each part and what it's all about. So I'm not going to go through this one in detail. But yeah, there are 4 parts, including the listening. Of course, it's a little bit different at the moment. Now, in part 1, you need to ask your partner some questions, but don't forget to follow up and ask for details. For example, where do you live? In Bedford. Which part of Bedford do you live in? I live in the centre. In the centre, what's it like with all the noise? Yeah, in the centre is an echo question because your partner said in the centre, and then react to it by asking for details. What's it like with all the noise? It can be noisy, and that's annoying, but it's a lot quieter than in some other places I've lived in. Okay, then the assessor will ask you to stop on what you found out, and you say, she said that she lives in the town centre and that it's a bit noisy. Okay, summarise what you found out. In part 2, there are many things you need to consider while you're preparing for your presentation, such as grammar, the tenses. Use some good vocabulary to show off some good, phrases that aren't just normal ones, just slightly unusual ones. And of course, you need to get your pronunciation fairly good. I mean, it doesn't mean, no accent, but just make sure you're clear. You need to describe feelings as well as facts, and the questions to your partner are vital. Ask a general question about the theme, ask a specific question about a detail, ask a personal question about a feeling. Okay? So, in general, if you could visit that place again, would you go back? What time of year would you go back? Ask about a detail. You mentioned the castle. Was it difficult? Was it tiring to go up to the castle? Ask about a feeling. How did you feel when you had to leave? Okay, that kind of thing. Also, organize your presentation and introduce each part clearly. Part 3, the role play. Yeah, one of you will explain the problem, the other one will react. One of you will say what you want, the other one will say what's possible. One of you can make a proposal, and the other one can say what's acceptable to you, and then try to agree on a plan of future action. Part 4, listen to the recording, then answer a yes/no question. Then the assessor gives you 2 more questions. Then you listen to the recording again. Then they ask you questions again, and then you give your answers. The final part is the discussion. Normally it's connected with the listening, but not at the moment as we speak, when it's a remote test. They will tell you what you're going to talk about. Now we're going to talk about shopping. What do you find out from each other what you think about online shopping compared with going to a real shop? Okay, then you're going to make a plan together to open a shop, decide what kind of shop it is and where you're going to open it. Okay, and that's pretty much all there is to it.